Do you ever think about when will I awaken? When will I figure it out? Is this it? Why can't I do it right? Is this all life has to offer? There is a lot more than that. And by the end of it, you're going to find out how. There is more than this. Yes, is the short answer. Yes, you will awaken. Yes, you may be awakened already. Yes, you may figure it out if you don't like the word awakening or enlightenment or empowerment. However, I find in my life it wasn't necessarily and continues to not always be the way that we think it will happen. It's the mind that gets in the way. The mind. What do I mean by that? Well, the thoughts. The thoughts that keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And here's something that no one will tell you. They're not going to stop. They're not. Even if you are awakened, enlightened, aware, awake and alive. They're going to be there. You're going to feel things. Thoughts are going to happen. But how you experience life, how that nitty-gritty of the details becomes less relevant. It still matters, but it's less dependent on conditions of how things are. Let me explain more. By sharing my real life story and how it will relate to you. I was asked recently, which is why I'm talking about this today, can you please tell me, will I ever awaken? What does that mean to be awake? Please tell me it's going to happen now. And for some people it might not. For some it might not. But you can. And let me explain why and how and what that means. First, number one, we got to figure out what awake, aware means. When will I wake up? When will I awaken? Awaken means awareness, maybe. Does awaken mean money? Does awaken mean I find the relationship that I'm looking for? Does awaken mean love? Does awaken mean a feeling? Is it a thought? Is it an experience that you want to feel, a sensation? Clarity? You can have these things. But you need to be clear first on what that actually looks like. And I'm going to make an effort today to make this 100% raw. No editing, no cleaning it up, and making this as authentic as possible. As I always do try to be anyway. But like, imagine that I'm talking to a friend. Imagine that I'm talking to you, and you're talking to someone who's a friend. Imagine you can put yourself in the situation how I'm speaking to you right now, and you're telling them, okay, you want to be awake, you want to be aware, I get that. Maybe you already are. Maybe you already are. How do you do that? I will give some details right now. And also, if you want to go deeper, I have to give a real quick plug to my book, Easy Enlightenment, Transform Your Life in 30 Days. It's available on Amazon. Check it out. It goes way deeper than some of the things I'm going to discuss now. And it's really simple and easy to follow. That being said, if you were talking to a friend and you were saying, I want to be awake and aware, I would ask them, because this is what's on my mind right now and in my heart, is being accountable. Do you want to be accountable? Say there's a habit you want to change. You want to add something in or you don't want to add something in. Many people, there's accountability. It's used in the business world, self-help guru, whatever. Is, do you have somebody who will tell you, okay, you say you want awake, aware, yet you can't call me once a week to tell me you're doing great, do more of this, do less of this, to write down and track what you're doing, then maybe you're not as aware as you think. Right? If you're really talking about awareness, being awake and aware, though I have a different definition, we'll get there. Let's start that. You say happiness. I've heard that many times in life. I've encountered people, not judging them as good or wrong. The fact that you actually want to go for joy, feeling good, wonderful. Some people don't. And I say, quantify that. Is that 5 minutes a day? Is that 15 minutes a day? Is that half an hour a day? And you'd be surprised how many people I have talked to that have said these things. And they do want them, and my heart goes out to them again. Like, I really want to make sure I'm not being too harsh here. Yet, when they check in, doing this for a month, and they're still not doing it. They say they want these things, and yet they're not taking 5 minutes a day to walk because they have these old habits, whatever the reason. It's not happening and they're not doing it. Write it down. Write down what your vision of that is. Okay? So write down, is that a feeling? Is that a thought? Is that joy? How much is that a day? Start somewhere. Don't go for, okay, I want to feel good all the time, and that's what Awaken Aware is. I mean, if you want to, that's wonderful, but let's be realistic. We live in the life. I don't think easy enlightenment, even though I talk about that in my book, as I briefly discuss, easy enlightenment doesn't mean, oh my God, I figured it all out. Microphone dropped. Ow. Ow. Microphone dropped. Sorry about that. Microphone dropped. Sorry about that. I did not edit this out. There wasn't something I was saying. My microphone dropped, so sorry about that quick edit. No need to apologize, but I'm saying sorry because, again, my goal today is making awake, aware, real, and real for you, real for me. Continuing on. Being awake, being aware. That has to do with, you say you want something, make it realistic, make it real. If you can do half an hour a day of feeling good, that is more than some people in this life who don't even know what that looks like. Who watch the news, who look at all these things on Facebook or Twitter or whatever it is that are just making them feel like crap and they don't even realize it, or taking them away from the experiences they want to feel. So if you can consciously, for at least a month, so I talk about this in my book, It Changed Your Life in 30 Days, is actually making it real of what that attainable thing is for you for the experience. Okay, so you want to start there, make it real of what that experience Awaken Aware is. Start by believing you are awake and aware. That's the next huge step. And number 2, making the belief that you are and that it is easy and that it doesn't have to be hard of this or that or blah, blah, blah. And be open to changing your habits, to choosing your friends differently, to choosing maybe more time on your own for feeling good, whether that's being with music, whatever that is for you, that your life experience may change based on you feeling good. You might notice people stop hanging around from you or stop calling you because you're not around them. You might find you meet more people who are excited about life. Whatever it is, that's what leads to my next point, is that it isn't, for me, being awake and aware isn't about the joy. It isn't about, have you heard the saying that, if you want a love relationship, that you need to love yourself first, and when you actually feel that love, that you won't, then that's when you'll attract the person. Well, I have a different view. That is possible, sure. However, another way to experience is not needing the feeling good. There's a new one. It's okay to want to feel good. Please know I'm not judging that. Feel good, wonderful. You have the choice, feeling good, feeling bad, feel good. Get that. But getting to the point where it isn't about, I want to feel good today. It's, yes, I want to feel good. However, what I want, even on another level of awareness, alive, figuring it out, this sensation of sensing energy. talk about again in my book, sensing energy, what that looks like for you. My microphone is dropping. Urgh. Right, continuing. Oh, trying to record right now, and I can't record because there's noise. All right, I will wait. Wait. I'm trying to record. If you could be quiet, I would really appreciate it. Trying to record. Oh. No, I can't record right now, and it's recording. One way to think of one way to think about being awake and aware is like I show my images of the candle. And if you think of the candle, there's a flame, and you can imagine yourself as the flame. And is it you're dancing around? Is the flame out? I know this is a really strange symbolism, but does it hurt? What does it feel like to be the feeling that you feel? But it's about the essence and the energy of you, that you become awake and aware of you, the inside you. Yes, you have your body, your thoughts, the feelings. We've heard of these things before. The way that it's different is awake and aware that it all doesn't really matter. That you can enjoy life, okay. But here's a weird one you could try on. This is going to be a total mind. I don't want to say the swear word, but in mind, you know what? Because mind's going to go, what the heck are you talking about? Ready? Here it is. Say you had the worst day ever. Imagine you had the worst day. Things, whatever you didn't work right, or you went to the light and the light kept turning red when you wanted to cross the street, and everything just was holding you back. That even when all that happened, you had an amazing day because you aren't defining yourself based on experiences. We want to create experiences that feel good, but not defining this. See, I'm putting my hands here by my heart, feeling from here, not always from here. It's aware. The thoughts are happening, the feelings are happening. Okay, great. The essence of you. And how do you do that? You can meditate, sure. You can do, I have an exercise in my book, and I talk about it in more of my workshops. It's called the outside in, where you get to tune into energy and the awareness of the stream of the consciousness, stardust things that we call life. Now I'm trying to talk and film, and why I'm talking to you and I'm filming this message to you is for you to feel it, to feel not necessarily the feeling of happy, sad, glad, mad, sad, blah, 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 positive, negative. No, it's I am awake, I am aware as I speak to you right now, as if you were talking to a friend. Make that clear vision, what that is for you, what does the essence of life mean to you, and what does that awareness look like on a daily basis? Do you expect to be tuned in 24/7? And if you aren't, is that okay? Yes. If you are not totally getting it. Is that okay? Yes. Is it okay to think that a lot of this is society created, and being aware of that? Yes, that is awake, that is aware. So awareness that you have it and feeling confident in that place. And with that awareness, that you become more and more clear what that is, becoming clear on what that awareness looks like for you, what that feels like for you, what that sensation, feeling and sensation, I'm going to separate that even though they're similar. Two different things. Feeling is I feel something, I'm feeling happy, sad, glad, mad. Sensation is like this tingly, indescribable connection, plugging in yourself to the things that we call the essence of making up energy, particles, vibration, frequency. Talk all about those things. You can see my videos on how to raise your vibration and frequency. But it's being that where you fall back on. That is your awareness. And getting out of the politics of life and feeling good and going, it doesn't matter if I feel good or not because I have me, and then the feelings we all know come and go. And with that, take care of yourself. And there's so much more we can unravel. There's so much to more unravel in your awakening. It's not just a one-time event experience. It's continually flowing, continually happening. And I hope this gives you some tips and starting place of how to recognize it more in your life.